Morning folks, how you doing? I'm going to have a day in the hills today. I'm going up onto Beinn, the hill there in the cloud. I'm going to do one of these 5-minute Munros. I'm hoping to film a little bit more than 5 minutes. It's just the title was a bit catchy, so I might use that again. The ascent that I did of Mount Beinn seemed to be quite popular, so let's go. It's a fine view of Loch Tay. Well, we're onto the open hillside now, folks. There's good tracks on these hills, so quite quick work getting up here, although I got a bit hot. Mind you, it's a bit cooler now. I might have shed a layer a wee bit early. I put my hat on to stop the sweat running into my eyes. So this track here is heading across towards Munros, and this one here is going up onto the ridge there and then across the top of Ghlas. And I quite fancy going up and over Ghlas today, so we're going to go up this way. So let's hike on. Well, we're getting there, folks. It's fairly steep up onto the ridge, and then we'll get a glorious ascending climb up the ridge and over the top of Ghlas. I was talking to the ranger. This is all National Trust for Scotland property, folks, and it's well serviced with mountain tracks and paths. I was talking to the ranger down near the car park, and he was telling me that they're going to do some path works today. Well, at least they're dropping material off, so I expect to see the helicopter. The cloud is more or less burnt off the top, so I think once the visibility improves a bit, the helicopter will be buzzing backwards and forwards, but he'll be collecting stone from away down there and taking it close to the summit of Munros, which is quite a long way away, so I don't think it'll disturb our peace too much, but I'll see if I can capture a wee bit of footage. I've only got GoPro today. This is my kind of light and fast filming today, so anyway, enough blethering, onwards and upwards. across the summit back there, folks. I switched the camera on for a second or two, but I didn't actually stop and I didn't say anything. It was too windy up there. I decided that I was going to traverse it and carry on. That's Beinn, the biggest hill in the range, just in the cloud there in the distance. So I've decided I'm going to go on. I think there's a chance that the cloud might lift, so I'm not too worried. A day in the clouds will not do me any harm. Let's go. Still got a wee bit of climbing to do yet, folks. We're going to be up in the crag, not much of a view for you. Pretty windy too. I've got another couple of layers in my bag and a nice bit of lunch, so I'll see if I can find a wee bit of shelter and I'll get layered up. There we go, folks. That's the summit ahead. Couple of minutes, scramble up this last wee bit. So I've got a choice of paths here, folks. That contours around Ghlas, but I'll have the helicopter for company as he's flying in rocks for pathworks up and down. Or I could go back up and over Ghlas, which is this track here. I think I'm going to go down the noisy track. That's looking down towards Ascent, a beautiful glen. And we are going this way, across that wee saddle there, and then we'll drop down. And my hill this morning is up in there. I think the summit's about up there someplace, just in behind these crags. So this is the direction of travel. Let's hike on, folks. Well folks, that's me almost on the saddle, not far to go now. I think I'm just going to wind the video up here. I hope you enjoyed this one, something a wee bit different. I usually steer clear of the popular hills because, well, because they're popular. There's often quite a lot of people on them, and they're anything but trackless. There's usually tracks going here, there and every which way. And my preference is for solitude and for trackless terrain. But the last video that I did going over the summit of Mount Beinn seemed to get quite a lot of views, which is not bad for the channel, although I'm not focused on growing the channel. I just do all this for enjoyment, for my enjoyment, and also for the enjoyment of the people that do decide to tune in. But I thought I'd try something different today. I'd go over a more popular hill, and actually I've quite enjoyed it. It's easy going on these tracks. So I was away from the house early this morning, and I was on that first summit a little bit after my normal breakfast time, to be honest, so it didn't take long at all. And then nipping out to do Beinn, the bigger summit, was relatively easy because, as I say, of the condition of these tracks. So I've got to cross this this col here, this Beinn, and then drop down and pick up the track through the trees that I used this morning, and then back down to the car, have a cup of tea in the car, and then scoot down the road. So I'll be home quite early today. So I hope you enjoyed this one, folks. As I say, something a wee bit different. Thanks as ever for tuning in, it's very much appreciated, and thanks to those of you that gave your kind regards to Mo. She's doing a whole lot better now. She's actually at work today, and we're hoping to get away maybe next week. We'll just see how she's doing, but we might get away for a van trip and do a wee bit of van camping and some gentle hiking, and I might get a cast or two with a fishing rod. So something to look out for on the channel, folks. But for now, I'll bid you farewell, take care, I'll get back to you on the next one. Bye for now, folks.